Hello Digipilgrims, a bedraggled, unshaven Sheridan Voysey with you to report on our progress on our Holy Island Lindisfarne to Durham Cathedral pilgrimage to go and see the Lindisfarne Gospels. Day 6, and I am starting to feel the effects of having not packed my charge cable for my razor. We've got newspapers coming to cover the story on Monday. Oh, I'm going to look wonderful for those photos, but let's not get too vain about it, Sheridan. If you have missed anything of what we've done so far, please go to bigbible.org.uk to watch everything that DJ and I have been doing over the last 6 days, all the video blogs, all the photos, etc. Otherwise, you can use the hashtag Digipilgrim on either Facebook or Twitter. I think DJ and I intimated in yesterday's video, the last couple of days have just been a bit tough. We've had really bad weather again. There's the physical exhaustion of walking 60, 70 odd miles. And also our environment changed considerably. We went from one moment seeing beautiful castles and rolling hills and windswept, untouched beaches, to then walking through industrial areas and power stations, and with that bad weather, riverbeds with their mud-covered tyres and old shopping trolleys and junk. Well, sometimes we've just been spending hours walking along, well, back streets of suburbia to get to our spot. This morning the sun did come out again, and our trek from Whitley Bay through Linemouth and to Jarrow, we did see that beauty again, and we saw some old priories like this one. And then we met some really friendly locals like Joanne with her very friendly dogs. But in many ways, we've just had to keep on walking to reach our goal. You'll notice that we haven't said much about St Cuthbert over the last couple of days. When we set off on our journey, we talked a lot about St Cuthbert. We were on Lindisfarne Island, where St Cuthbert taught and where he prayed and where he left to share the Christian message with the whole of North England. We went to Cuthbert's Cave, where 100 years later his followers took his body as they were running away from the Vikings. After that we visited some spots in relation to St Aidan. St Aidan was the one who founded the monastery that St Cuthbert taught at on Lindisfarne Island, and of course out of that monastery came the Lindisfarne Gospels that we're about to see in a couple of days' time. Now, in a couple of days' time, we'll reach our goal. We'll see those Lindisfarne Gospels. Now that we're here in Jarrow, we'll actually see some sites in relation to St Bede. Without St Bede and his history writing, we would know nothing about St Cuthbert or St Aidan. So in a sense, we'll be back on the track again. But these last couple of days, there's been no connections to St Cuthbert, St Aidan, St Bede. There's kind of been no spiritual connection. It's kind of been the in-between days, the in-between times, if you like. The in-between time, the time between you leaving on the journey and you reaching the goal. The time in between the excitement of your setting out and then the kind of doubt that you're ever going to reach the end. The in-between time, the time where things start to feel sore and painful, where you start to feel bedraggled and maybe a little unshaven, where you start to feel spiritually weary, where there's no obvious spiritual connection to your journey. The in-between time. What do you do in the in-between time when you're still waiting to reach the goal? When you're not too sure you're actually going to get there? What do you do when the excitement has dissipated? What do you do when your feet are sore, when you're starting to get disappointed? You rest, and then you keep on walking.